Do you have the technical aspect of this setup?
I do. I'm ready. We're good to go.
Because you've been futzing with it for like a while.
It's been like 5 minutes. You don't have to make it sound like I've.
I'm just saying, some of us are ready to go. Some of us have been here since first call, waiting to go while you mess with technical.
There is no call sheet. There's no.
There is a call sheet. No. I have been here since first call.
Go downstairs to craft services. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
I do need a snacky. Welcome back to Talking Story. Hey, my name is John Minton. That right there is my literary wingman, the best producer on BookTube, the scion to the Talking Story throne, and the king of all things techno. He's about to possibly... And I mean techno dance music. That's what I'm talking about. No. Many people don't know you have a whole career.
This is the most unearned title
Are you going to come out of your shell tonight and say what your DJ name is? Because you have one.
I don't have one. You're fully within the realm of just making things up now.
Who you know I don't do that.
I know that you do that exclusively.
That does not sound
no
like
one should believe a word out of your mouth.
Look, I am excited. This is what's happening. This is what's on the line.
Okay.
I have heard once a year, everybody that goes to Reddit, which is not me, but everybody that goes to Reddit votes what their favorite fantasy series of all time is. All time. We all on BookTube here have our list. I got my top 10 list of series. It's getting close to redoing that list for the year, right? It's coming up.
Yeah, it is coming up. It's about that time.
Yeah. So we all have our top 10, our top fave series list. I have not seen this list that everyone's voted for on Reddit. I have no idea. But what I am going to say right now is if there is something in the top 10 that I have not started, that I have not picked up, I'm going to destroy my TBR. I will squeeze it in the next couple months. I will somehow destroy my plans and squeeze whatever it is. I will squeeze it in. So what if it's like 3 or 4 things? This is going to be bad. I should maybe rethink this.
Yeah, there might be a few things in here that you have to make time for.
Are you serious? There's going to be more than one?
There might be, depending on.
All right. Don't.
We'll see.
All right. All right. So what are we going to do? We're going to go over the top 15, top 20, just
20.
Kind of. You want to do the top 20?
We got a little time to kill. Let's do 20. It won't take long.
Yeah. Well, who wants to spend time with us?
To be? What,
we definitely don't have places to be.
We got time for 20.
There is nobody that wants to spend time with us, except maybe for these amazing people that have tuned in for some reason.
Maybe.
Man, it's a big maybe. Speaking of, if you've tuned in, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're going to look at some favorite fantasy series. And if this is not enough for you down there, what do we got? We got the Blue Sky. We got the Instagram. We got the Facebook.
Twitter. I think that's it. Patreon.
I think that, yeah. Patreon. Yeah, if you want to check that out and be a part of our book club, hang out with us. And, we almost forgot one of the biggies, Discord.
Oh, Discord's the best one. All kinds of stuff.
There's so much going on it. Yeah, so much going on our Discord. Read-alongs. You don't have to be a Patreon. There's just read-alongs just starting up left and right on there. It's just a great place to hang out.
Yeah.
Talk about all things books and story with some amazing folks.
Lots of fun.
Should we get into it? Are you starting at 20?
Are you ready?
We're doing 20.
We're starting at 20. That is correct. Are you ready? All
right. And I'm going to make a prediction.
Oh, are you guessing what 20 is, or is this a different kind of prediction?
No, I'm going to say somewhere in 20 through 10, the 20 through 10.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to guess we see... Nah, I don't know.
You can't.
I was gonna go out on a limb, but I can't do it.
You got to say what it was now. What were you thinking?
Well, I don't know. I couldn't come up with something that I think is gonna. I couldn't come up with something that's
how
from
many
20
of these
to
do
10.
you think are going to be something you have not read before?
Oh, from 20 to 10?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I started this channel to catch up on fantasy, so probably quite a few from 20 to 10.
Okay.
I'll say...
I actually don't know because I don't know everything that you've read. I don't keep track very well, so I don't know what you have and haven't read.
Yeah, you don't watch this channel very much. You sleep through a lot.
I kind of sit here on my phone. I don't really pay attention to what you say.
No, I have seen you doze off.
Yeah, I yawn quite a lot during these videos.
Don't hide that along with your DJ name.
I will not.
How
many of these do you think you've read or not read?
Okay, how many do I think I've read from 20 up to 10?
Yes.
I'm going to say...
from 20 to 1.
From 20 to 1.
Top 20. How many do you think you've read?
I'm going to say 9, almost half.
Okay.
Maybe not completed, but I've started. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my high-tech Trapper Keeper.
Yeah, keep a list.
And I'm going to keep score.
I think that's a good idea. Are you ready? You've got your Trapper. Look how empty that is. You have no reason to have that. There's folders and all kinds of high-tech paper tech. You don't even have a pen in there?
Just a quick break in the action to thank all of our correspondents, directors, and producers on Patreon. These people keep the lights on. They make decisions for us because we don't know what we're doing. We're not great at making the decisions around here. The decisions all the way from what I'm going to read next, what the book club of the month Patreon pick is going to be, but all the way up to video ideas and what we're going to do here on the channel coming up for you. If you're interested or you want to find out how you can be a part of this, right down there in the description box, click the Patreon link. It's got all the answers for you. And once again, thank you to all of these fine people that are helping us build the channel, our correspondents, directors, and producers. Okay, so here we go. Hey, thank you to all those people that we just threw in there to cover me getting a pin. They do everything for us. They make everything possible. So thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, are we ready? I'm going to keep score.
Number 20.
Of all the ones I haven't read, I'm going to say from 20 to 1, I've at least started 9.
Okay, we'll keep track of. I got a sheet of paper here. We'll keep track of that. I'll keep tally of how many you've read. Starting off with number 20. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Number 20 with 96 votes, dropping 3 spaces down from its original position last year. We have Cradle by Will White.
Have not read. Have not started. Have read nothing by Will Wright. This is not starting well.
No, it is not.
And that's a great, that's a great Casey Kasem voice, American Top 100.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're doing that. I really think you should say your DJ name now because
I don't have
you're
a
pulling
DJ.
out the you're pulling out the Casey Kasem voice.
I don't appreciate this running joke. It goes nowhere.
It's the truth. People don't know.
Is that one going on your TBR then sometime this year?
No, I said only top 10 through 1 if I haven't started.
Okay. So we're just kind of toying around here.
Yeah.
Okay, so then number 19.
Hit me.
Just squeaking above the last one with 98 votes. Moving up 2 spaces from its original position last year, we have The Locked Tomb by Tamsin Muir.
I have read the first 2 of those.
I hope I'm saying that name correctly. So,
yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's
Tamsin Muir. Yeah.
Tamsin Muir. Muir, sorry. So that's one that you've read. We can put a tally on that.
Yeah, I'm writing it down. Locked Tomb. I get credit for that.
1 out of 9. I think you said at least 9, right?
It's awesome that number 20 Will White Cradle. It's a little bit of indie love, man.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Number 18. I do believe you're very familiar with this one. Boosting up a little bit with 111 votes, and yet moving down 5 spaces.
Really? Moving down. Okay.
The King Killer Chronicle by Patrick Rothfuss.
Read that. Love it. Look at this. Already got 2 on the board.
I wonder why moving down 5 spaces.
People aren't digging on Patrick Rothfuss lately. He's done some sketchy stuff.
I know people aren't personally happy with him as a person. So do you think that's why it's skewed? Because
I think it's getting harder and harder to separate the art from the artist on this one. I think he's got some real problems of finding the chair and living up to the expectations, and I think that's really coloring everything he's doing. He's he's trying to maybe put a chapter out and donate all that money to charity, and he took all the money in and then never put the chapter out.
Oh.
And yeah, it's like
that's hard to defend.
It's kind of gone over a line, but you could kind of trace it back to, I just really think he's really having a hard time dealing with getting his art out there. It's tough to watch, and I think people are more and more having a hard time separating him from his work.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we're seeing it drop a little bit.
Interesting. Well, if Doors of Stone ever does come out, I'm sure you will be picking it up immediately.
I will be picking it up and reading it. Yeah, he put out a novella last year that I picked up and truly enjoyed.
Yeah, you loved it. I remember that. Number 17, one that I think you'll be very happy to hear about, just beating out the previous one with one more vote, 112 votes, and moving up 103 spaces from the previous year.
103 spaces?
103 spaces.
That is like a rocket.
We have Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Ditterman.
You're kidding me. It's in the top 20?
It is number 17.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
DCC is in the top 20.
Moving up 103 spaces.
Wow.
And beating out King Killer Chronicle by one vote.
And that, I bet if we looked further down, there's some really, really highly thought of series that DCC is beating out. Like, okay.
Move down 103 spaces. What else is down there? There must be some good indie stuff on this list.
You know what? After we go through this, we're going to come back and if there's some series that I don't see in the top 20, I'm going to say, okay, how much did DCC pull ahead of some of these that are huge, seminal series?
That's interesting. Oh, wow. You know what? This is not in the top 20, but I just have to say it real quick. I just noticed it. Number 24 is Sun Eater by Christopher Rocchio.
Well, there's so many tenets of fantasy in that.
Sure.
I can totally see that. If you took the space opera candy coating off of that and it was just pure fantasy, it would be top 20. It would be up there in the top 20.
I just that threw me. I wasn't expecting to see that title on here. That kind of
that's how good it is. It's because there's a lot of fantasy in that sci-fantasy series, and I am very pleased to see it on the list.
It's fantastic. So
it is
number 16. Yet again, beating out the previous one by one vote with 113 votes, moving up 4 spaces from the last year. We have Earthsea Cycle by Ursula K. Le Guin.
Oh, see, we're getting into the biggies.
And you have not read that, I believe.
I have not.
But you do have it on your shelf.
I do. It's right there. I have it on my shelf. And I need to read it. That is one I absolutely need to read. I hear amazing things. And I hear Ursula K. Le Guin is a writer's writer, like someone that you should
that's your jam,
study
man.
The way she does it. Yeah, I absolutely need to get to her.
Ooh,
no doubt about it.
Okay, so now we're at 3 that you have read.
This is awesome, man. I like this. I gotta say, people are kind of, I can't say they're getting it wrong.
It doesn't sound like it to me. I mean, I have not read any of these so far, obviously, but next up at number 15, one of your personal favorites of all time, beating out the previous one just by a few votes at 117 votes, moving 0 spaces from last year.
Oh, just locked.
Locked in at number 15, we have Dune by Frank Herbert.
Wow. On a fantasy list? I mean, it's the same. List. It's sci-fi fantasy. There's so many tenets of fantasy in that series. Can absolutely see it. There's a lot of Greek classic in that series. There's a lot of Joseph Campbell. There's a lot of everything in that series. That series is everything.
Yeah.
Let's just say it.
One of your favorite. I know you've read it. One of your favorites of all time.
I think it's one of the
few books ever that you've read.
I'm already at 4.
You're at 4, yeah. I think Dune is one of the few books ever that you've said you've read more than once. Is that right?
Yes. I rarely reread, and I have reread Dune.
Wow. Well, all right then. Number 14, yet another all-time favorite of yours. Just beating out the
I'm going to get more than 9. I should have thought higher of myself.
You should have raised your bar, man.
I should have raised my bar.
Let me mark off this tally already. At number 14, beating out Dune by, yet again, 1 vote. And moving up.
Man, these are so
these
close.
Are so close. It jumps
That
up
is
ahead
crazy.
a little bit later. And yet moving up 9 spaces from last year.
Ooh, okay. That's a good jump. It's not the 117 DCC did. I wonder if that's like the biggest jump on the list.
It looks like it. Oh no,
that may be the
Spirit
biggest
Cuts
one on the
Through
list.
Water jumped up 188 spaces. I'm looking at that right now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's impressive. Well done, Simon.
What number does that come in at?
Number 47.
Okay. Wow, it came up 188 to 47.
Yeah. But sorry, number 14, moving up 9 spaces compared to last year, we have Piranesi by Susanna Clark. The book that you have been telling me for the past 3 months that I need to read.
This book is going to rock your world, buddy. This book will rock. It's going to blow your hair back so hard you might have to go get some implants done. I mean, it's gonna knock you out. I thought low of myself. I thought low of myself. I'm already at 1, 2. I'm already at 5. And I said 9.
5. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna blow my predictions out of the water.
Yeah. Do we need to adjust it a bit? That if you have read the full series, if it only counts if you've read the full series.
Okay, if we're gonna do that, I could take 2 off the board.
So you're no longer at 5. You're at 3.
Yeah. Okay. I'd have to take Lock Tomb and DCC off the board. Right. So I would be at 3.
You're not caught up on either of those.
No.
Okay. Then we move on to number 13.
Okay.
Beating out Piranesi by 12 votes. Starting to get a little more jump here.
Mm-hmm.
Moving down 2 spaces compared to last year, we have Gentleman Bastard by Scott Lynch.
I'm going to get credit for that.
Oh, you've read that one? I didn't know if you had or not.
The whole thing.
Number 13.
Love it. One of my favorite, on my top 10 list.
Oh, so you would put it in your top 10 of all time?
I would put Gentleman Bastards in my top 10.
Was it in your top 10 last time you did it? I didn't remember that it was.
You're going to have to update sure your list. It is. I don't know. Oh gosh, maybe we should have checked my list. That's easy for me to say. When I put a list together, I agonize over days. So
you do, yeah.
I don't know where it fell. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I made a rule that it couldn't be on there if it wasn't finished, or no, because that can't be true. Because I know Song of Ice and Fire is on there, and that's not finished either.
Song of Ice
that's got to be on my list. It has to be on my list. It's got to be on my list.
Now that I'm remembering, it might be. Anyway, number 12. One that I do believe you have a connection to, and Mom has a connection to, and I have a connection to. I would say most people
I can't wait to hear
that have read fantasy have a connection to this series.
Okay.
Coming in at number 12 with 145 votes, moving no spaces compared to last year, Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling.
I'm getting credit for that.
The series that everybody feels warm and fuzzy inside when they think of.
And they should. That's just pure magic. It is pure magic.
It is.
I mean, let's face it, there's so much magic. I know people sometimes have a problem separating art from artist on that one too, but Absolutely. It's so much magic in the text, more people are able to do it.
It's so much magic, and no matter what the artist says, there's so much in that series about being other and yet being in a new place where it is okay to be other, and there's so much magic in the world, and you can be part of the group and enter this
and so much of that world of the dastardly part of the world is bullying and othering, because it's making an example of that type of behavior being on the evil side of the spectrum. The art almost speaks on a different level than the artist, and I think that's why it just continues. That's lightning in a bottle. That series, absolutely.
Yeah, but when I think about separating art from artist and thinking about to an extent, when you have a story that enters the zeitgeist to that degree, there is a piece of that story that, whether you're the artist or not, you don't own anymore. Piece of that story is owned by the people.
Here's the thing with art. Right? Mm-hmm. One of the biggest components art doesn't exist without is the audience.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you can draw a line all day long and say, but it's really the final judgment comes from the audience of what these things mean and how it hits us and how we carry it forward. And why it will stand the test of time is because of how the audience perceives it and carries that story forward. It's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
Completely agree.
In my opinion.
Deserves to be at number 12, if not higher, in my opinion.
Yes.
But I haven't read a lot of these.
I would think that might deserve to be in top 10. I'm surprised that's not in the top 10.
Well, number 11 is a big favorite of yours. With 160 votes, yet again, moving no spaces compared to last year. We have
See, like when we start getting to the top, they get locked in.
They get locked in. Yeah. We have Red Rising by Pierce Brown.
So much sci-fi on this list.
One away from being in the top 10.
Wow. I get credit for that one too.
Does that bring
I'm totally
you to
caught up
5 or
with
6 that you have read?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Okay.
I'm 3 away. Ooh. I mean, that makes a lot of sense too. Just like Sun Eater, there's so much, and Dune, there's so many tropes and tenets and bits of fantasy and the hero's journey that is in Red Rising. I can't wait for Red God.
I love Red Rising.
It can't get here soon enough.
I need to get caught up.
You got to get to
I know
the next 3.
This
you
year
stopped
is
at
getting caught
Morningstar.
up with Sun Eater before the final comes out. Next year we'll be getting caught up with Red Rising before Red God comes out.
I pretty much think Red God will hit next year. So yeah.
I'll have to. What do I have? 4 books to get through?
No, I think just 3. I think there's 3 out.
I think you're right. Iron Gold, Dark Age, and Lightbringer. Yeah, I'll get through those 3 and then pick up Red God.
And then Red God will be the 4th.
We'll be fine. Yeah. I can do that.
You can do it. Yeah, absolutely.
I can.
Okay, so we're going top 10. So again, if there's something on this top 10 list that I have not picked up and started at all, I have to blow up my TBR within the next couple months to get it in. That's the deal I made.
Are you ready to eat your words?
I'm hoping it's not more than 1 or maybe 2.
I don't totally know.
Okay, well, we'll find out together. Okay, 10.
Now, again, does it count if you finish the series?
No, on this, I just have to have started. I have to have dived in. If I'm going to blow up my TBR,
it has to be something you have never touched before.
It has to be something I haven't picked up and touched yet.
Okay, that is fair.
Oh man, I bet you $1 million there's going to be more than 1.
I don't know. I don't know everything. We'll see. Number 10, with 3 more votes than Red Rising, coming in at 163 votes, yet again moving no spaces compared to last year, we have The Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee.
There's 1. Oh, this is going to go badly for me.
This is one
I can already tell.
A lot of people have been asking you to read for a long time, too.
Oh, it's not like I don't want to read it.
Yeah.
And I
have the beautiful editions of it.
I have the broken binding edition right there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one I got to fit in. I have not picked it up. I have not started it. I have not made the time for it. Absolutely. Okay. This better not go too much further down this road.
We'll see. Number 8.
I might have to change. I might have to Welsh. I might have to be a Welsher. If this goes too much further, like it's not going to be possible.
We'll see. I don't totally know. I don't know everything you've read. Number 9. 210 votes. So quite a big jump here. That's about 45 votes, I believe.
Yeah.
210 votes, 45 votes more about, and yet dropping 3 tiers down or 3 spots down compared to last year.
3's not a lot. Still in the top 10.
We got Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. You are safe.
Read it.
That brings you to 7?
Yeah, I think let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got credit for 7.
7 of them you have read. Okay.
Not only read, completed.
Completed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. we have a bit of a technicality here. Technically, Mistborn is number 8. Technically,
what's number?
This next book is number 8 as well.
Oh, so there's a tie.
There is a tie.
Okay.
Yet again with 210 votes, and number 8 tied with Mistborn, and also moving no spaces compared to last year.
See, top 10 is like static. Like people love what they love. Yeah.
We have Discworld by Terry Pratchett.
I have started it.
And that was one I was wondering, have you started it or not? I couldn't remember.
I have read The Color of Magic. I've only read one out of I don't know how many Discworld books there are.
Didn't you? That was like a year ago that you picked that up.
Yeah, but
right?
I did dip my toe in and read.
You enjoyed
one
it,
Discworld
didn't you?
book.
I thought you really liked it.
I should have listened to people. People always say you should start with Guards or Mort or Weird Sisters. And I was like, no, I got to start with publication date. I got to. And they all say, don't do that. It really becomes something very special. Start somewhere else and go back. And I was like, no, I know what's best for me. And I should have listened. Absolutely should have listened to people. I'm not saying it was bad or unenjoyable. But I didn't get the magic that I was hoping for, that I was expecting. I didn't get the magic that people talk about.
It wasn't the experience it could have been, if you would.
It wasn't the experience I'm sure some of these later titles in the series are.
Okay.
But I don't have to pick it up. I've already started it. I'm in the clear. All right. So what are we at? 7?
We are at number 7.
All right.
With 12 votes more than Discworld. And moving down one space compared to last year.
That's still really solid.
That's still really strong. Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan.
Oh, I've totally started this. I'm on book 6 or 7.
I'm kind of surprised that's at number 7. I would have thought that'd be higher.
I would have thought that would be top 5, top 3.
I would.
People love that series.
Yeah.
That's really confusing. Now I'm wondering what's way up. Okay, I'm sure way up there, you've got to have Middle Earth. Way up there.
I'm making no noises or faces. Yeah.
I'm not even looking at you. You got to have Stormlight way up there. First Law, I bet, way up there. I don't know. Let's see. Let's keep going.
Okay, you got 3 guesses then.
But I'm surprised Wheel of Time is not at least top 5.
I would have thought so as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that created generations of fantasy readers. Like that introduced people to the genre. Yeah.
It's really remembered as one of the greats of all time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 6. Jumping ahead about 20 votes here with 240 votes and moving up 3 spaces compared to last year.
Really? Okay.
We have The Malazan Universe by Steven Erikson and Ian C. Esselmont.
And we all know I've started that.
You have read 1.
I have read Gardens of the Moon and dug it. I'm going to be getting to book 2 anyway, so I don't know if it'll be the next couple months, but it'll be before the end of the year, no doubt.
I mean, it kind of was your plan this year to kind of switch back and forth between Wars of Light and Shadow and Malazan the rest of the year.
Look, Wars of Light and Shadow is a lot. It takes a lot.
It does, yeah.
So I'm working some other things in.
I'm not going to go every other month. A lot as well.
Malazan again takes focus. It takes it's not one of those. It's just a breezy read.
Yeah.
But I have started it and love it. It's like, wow, so that's 6. What is the top 5? Wheel of Time and Malazan are not in the top 5.
Yeah.
Song of Ice and Fire, Middle Earth, First Law, Stormlight.
There is something you're not thinking of.
There's something I'm not thinking about. Okay. That's telling me there's going to be another one I got to read.
We'll see. Number 5, and then we're in the top 5 now. 269 votes. So about, what is that?
This is amazing that so many people vote. This is really cool.
Yeah, I know. This
is really cool.
Add all the numbers up. That's a huge amount of people that vote on this.
Hats off to Reddit, man. This is really cool.
It's really cool. 269 votes, moving up 2 spaces compared to last year.
Okay.
Are you ready? This is the moment where you go, oh.
Okay.
Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hood.
Oh, how could I not think of the Queen? Are you kidding me?
Your book of the month.
I get total credit for that. I've read Farseer.
You have.
I've read the Farseer. It totally blew up my TBR last year because I couldn't let go of it. I had to do one a month when I hadn't planned on doing it. And what a highlight of meeting her at Dragonsteel and getting some books signed.
So
She was just gracious beyond belief. Lovely, lovely, unbelievably talented woman. I get credit for that. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Are you getting back to Realm of the Elderlings sometime soon? I thought I remembered you saying you were at some point.
I have picked up the first book of the Live Ship Traders. I absolutely want to get back because it's pulling me. I just because as much as I loved Farseer, everyone's telling me this next trilogy is even better. This next trilogy is one of the high points of the whole series.
Oh wow.
So it's like if this takes steps up, I gotta get on board, man. I gotta see what happens. I gotta see what's that about. Man, so absolutely, I gotta get to that. Actually, Realm of the Elder, I think the first live ship book is on the Patreon list. So if the balls tumble just right, I could be reading it next month.
Oh, you could be. Yeah.
I could be.
That could be the book club book. That'd be interesting.
I could be the book. I wouldn't be pissed about that at all.
Well, things are narrowing down here. We got number 4. Do you want to make a guess?
Okay, so wait. All right, I'm going to say. All right, wait. These are not in. Okay, let me say. Let me do it in order.
This is starting with number 1 that you're going in order.
Number 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings. Like it's got to be. If it's not, it should be.
Okay.
Number 2. I'm going to say Song of Ice and Fire.
Okay.
Number 3, I'm going to say Stormlight. Number 4, I'm going to say Joey A with the First Law.
Interesting.
So we'll see. Number 4, if number 4 is not the First Law, I'm wrong.
Number 4 with 293 votes, moving down 3 spaces compared to last year.
That's still solid, man. That is these are locked in.
The Stormlight
like it would take a size
by Brandon Sanders at 4. Yeah. So it was number 2 last year then, and it moved down to, or if it moved down 3 spaces, would that mean it was number 1?
It was number 1?
I thought it was number 1 last year.
Wow. I just think that has to be blowback from
Wind and Truth. I was wondering if it was going to fall because of that.
Yeah.
I can't say it's surprising, but 4 is still
the thing is,
very impressive.
I enjoyed, I've talked about this. I enjoyed Wind and Truth. I see the flaws. I do see the flaws. But I enjoyed it. But the surprising thing to me is this guy sticks landings. This guy sticks endings. Like they coined a term, the Sanderlanche. That's why I think that's why it's so surprising that he just didn't knock it out of the park.
Yeah. And I think there was such expectation that like he knew the ending from the start. Like he knew where he was going. And then
the way he plots and plans, and he's quite the architect. There's no way. I mean, I'm sure maybe he found surprises along the way with some characters and things like that. I'm sure that's got to happen. But no, I'm sure this was building up to exactly what he wanted. And fair play to him to telling the story he wants to tell. It's his story. He's an artist. Again, the audience gets to decide, and every audience member will decide for themselves. And I guess that's where some of the blowback is coming from. So I'm surprised. I didn't think that would drop to 4. I didn't think that'd be at 4.
I was curious to see. That's interesting though. That part, the audience does not own. The audience does not dictate what happens in the story. They can never own that.
No, the artist makes the art.
Yeah.
And then they release it to the audience, and the audience,
the audience does with
will
it
it stand the test of time? Will it move us? Will it change us? Will it become part of the zeitgeist? All these questions? That is, art can't exist in a vacuum. That's just rehearsal. That's just practice. That's just getting good at your craft. Art exists when you release it. And the audience is a huge and one of the most valuable pieces in the artistic endeavor. So what are you going to do? They say number 4.
They say number 4. 3 spaces
Which is
below
still,
last year.
I mean, come on.
Dude, number 4 of the best fantasy
Number
of all
4, like
time.
that's
293 votes. That's dude, you're above Realm of the Elderlings. Like, how much?
I
can
mean,
you
you're
complain?
above the you're one on top of the queen there.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Right. You ready? Top 3.
Okay, so number 3, I'm saying First Law. I'm saying this.
Okay. With bit of a jump here. Previous number of votes on Stormlight Archive was 293. We are now at 336 votes.
Ooh, okay.
Moving up 1 space compared to last year. Number 4 is A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin.
You mean number 3?
Number 3. Yes, you're right. Sorry. Number 3.
Number 3 is A Song of Ice and Fire?
Yes. Which, of course, you have read, so you get credit for that.
Which I'm completely caught up at, so I get credit for that. I also get credit for Stormlight Archive.
Yes.
So how many does that give me? Did I hit my 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice.
I've hit 9. So
well done.
read to completion. Read to completion. Yeah. Or caught up. Wow, I cannot believe that's... So what's second? Did Joey A get second?
With 353 votes. That's about 20 more than A Song of Ice and Fire. Moving up 1 space compared to last year. At number 2, First Law by Joe Abercrombie.
Wow! Joe Abercrombie is above A Song of Ice and Fire.
Yep. That makes me want to read that right now, man.
Dude, you got... look, I am on the second of the standalones. I finished the first trilogy. I've read the first standalone. I'm on the second, which is The Heroes. I'm going to get to that quicker than I was thinking, too. From what I hear, after these 3 standalones, and I think there's a few short stories or something, the trilogy at the end of this, Age of Madness, is jaw-dropping. Change the way you walk up the stairs. Like, it'll just knock you that hard.
I gotta read I'm about 25% of the way through the Devils right now, and it's amazing. It's incredible.
Right?
I can't. I think it's the only book that I've ever had the experience of reading before that it's like, I can't wait for my dad to read this so that I can talk to him about it. Like, I've never had that experience before.
We are absolutely going to talk at length as soon as I read that.
Yeah. You're going to love it.
Be taking your notes. Because I'm going to come at you.
Notes. I know you will.
Okay. All right.
All right. So that's number 2.
Number 1, dude. I'm saying JRR. JRR owns it. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Number 1 is.
With 404 votes, moving up 1 space compared to last year. Number 1 is the Dresden Fight. No, I'm kidding. It's Middle Earth. J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah. Come on, it's got to be.
Middle Earth Universe by J.R.R. Tolkien. Or Tolkien, sorry. If that's...
From the Silmarillion all the way through, just the whole thing. They go the whole thing.
They go the whole thing. Middle Earth Universe.
Yeah. Well, I have, and I'm going to give myself credit. Well, no, I can't. I haven't read Silmarillion. I've read all of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and some sundry short stories and things.
There's some other tales.
But I haven't read it all. I haven't read it all to completion. Like, there's a lot if you look at the whole Middle Earth. Because you got all the unfinished tales, and I haven't read all of that. So, but I've definitely read I've read all of Lord and Hobbit and some other things. So that's the only thing I have to blow up my TBR for is Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee.
That's kind of impressive, honestly, to go through all those.
I thought I was really gonna. I thought I was gonna lose control. I thought I was really gonna lose control. I thought the reins were slipping out of my hands, and this stagecoach was going right in the ditch.
No, man,
you
gotta believe in yourself more. You've caught up fairly well in fantasy, it seems.
I've done pretty good. Like, I've got my 9 here, caught up to completion. That's not.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back down to 20, you have you read Cradle? I couldn't remember.
No, Cradle I haven't tried any Will White, but I'm going to.
So you have not read Cradle, you have not read Earthsea Cycle, and I think that was it actually.
I've not read Greenbone.
Down to 20.
And that's the only thing.
Yeah.
1 through 20, that's the only thing that I haven't
there are 3
at
that
least
you
dipped
missed.
my toe in and tried.
That's impressive, man. Well done.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah. For somebody that like started the channel, it's coming up on 2 years now that you started this channel.
Coming up on 2.
You've caught up pretty well.
2 in May, right?
May 15th, it will have been 2 years. Yeah.
So coming up on 2 years, trying to get caught up on fantasy, that's not bad.
That's pretty good. It did all of these. Not all of these you've read during.
No, so like Story. Middle Earth and First and Song of Ice and Fire and
right.
Wheel of Time I'd started before we started the channel. Gentlemen Bastards, Harry Potter, Piranesi, Dune, King Killer, Lock Tomb. Like these are all things that I had read before we had started the channel.
Yeah. So about you had read about half of them, give or take 1 or 2.
Yeah. All right. Do me a favor. So Dungeon Crawler Carl jumped up whatever crazy number that.
103 spaces.
Okay. Where is War of Light and Shadow?
Oh, interesting. Wars of Light and Shadow by Janny Wirtz. Incredible, by the way. Number 98.
So she's in the top 100.
She's in the top 100 with 19 votes. Moving up 28 spaces compared to last year.
That's pretty. She moved up 28 spaces.
28
from
spaces.
Last year.
Yeah.
That's great, man. That's awesome. I feel good about that. And she's cracked the top 100.
She's cracked the top 100. It will be my life's work to get her up further.
You know what? We're going to keep this read along going. We're going to keep shining a light. We're going to keep doing. Like, can you just scan up through the top 100 and see if there's like some big series that you just jump out at you?
Number 89, Frankenstein.
Okay.
Not
That's
what
not
I would have expected. Number 83, Howl's Castle. Oh,
okay.
We have a lot tied for 83. Howl's Castle is tied with Between Two Fires, Mother of Learning,
Christopher Buehlman.
Lacanius Trilogy by James Islington. The World of the White Rat by T. Kingfisher. All of those are tied for 83.
Wow. Your audio's funky, by the way.
Oh, it might be my Wi-Fi. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Number 81. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you. Sure, go ahead.
Number 81 is The Chronicles of Narnia.
All the way down at 81.
All the way down at 81. Tied, I might add, with The Bound and the Broken by Ryan Cahill.
Good for him. He tied with C.S. Lewis?
With The Chronicles of Narnia.
Is he up this year or?
Oh, good question. Up 56 spaces. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Chronicles
awesome, man.
Went down 23 spaces. So they kind of met.
Yeah.
Number 76, Rift War Cycle by Raymond D. Feist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love the Rift War Cycle.
Let's see. 72 is Circe by Madeline Miller, which I think you have read, or has Mom read that?
I have read. No, I have not read Circe. I've read the other one. The
other one.
I can't. Yeah.
Let's see. Number 69.
Achilles.
Yeah. Number 69. Guy Gavriel Kay's Tigana.
But these aren't series. That's a standalone, I think.
I don't think they have to be series.
Oh, I thought these were top series. Okay.
I don't think they have to be. Let's see. Number 64, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, that could be higher on my.
Kind of surprised that's so low.
I mean, I wouldn't call that fantasy, but I love the Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah. Maybe that's why it's not higher. Some people wouldn't consider that fantasy, I would assume.
Yeah, that would be higher. That could be higher in my book. If it was just, fantastical, I love The Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah. One that is completely new, so has not moved up or down any spaces compared to last year. At 56, we have Shadow of the Leviathan by Robert Jackson Bennett.
That is so high. To crack the list at 56?
As a new book.
And book 2 wasn't even out yet.
Yeah.
You know what? That's only going up. After reading A Drop of Corruption, Anna and Din are such an amazing character duo. That's going to go up. That's only going to go up, I think.
Wow. Interesting enough, just a couple spaces above it at 53, another new book has not moved up or down any spaces. Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wang.
Wow. M.L. Wong. You know, there's some real indie love on the list, man. I love that. Mm-hmm. With Ryan Cahill and Will White and M.L. Wong. And that's really awesome.
I'm interested to see if you agree with this one, since now that you've started it. Would you say that this one qualifies at number 50, One Piece by Ichiro Oda?
Absolutely.
That qualifies, you think?
Hands down, that belongs on the list.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Now, where I'm at, I don't know if that's high or low because I haven't got far enough to tell, but I've got far enough to tell that belongs on the list.
Yeah.
No doubt. Hands down.
Volume 14, 13, somewhere around there?
13. 13. Yeah, just about to pick up volume 13.
We touched on this one earlier, number 47. I believe has moved up the most spaces of anybody on the list. Up 188 spaces. Spear Cuts Through Water, Simon Jimenez.
Man, that's amazing for Simon Jimenez. Mm-hmm. People love that. People love that book.
You have not picked it up yet, I don't think.
I have not. I picked up Vanished Birds, but I have not picked up Spear Cuts Through Water.
Yeah. Just above it, number 45, The Sword of Kaigen, M.L. Wong.
M.L. Wong again. That's not surprising. People love that book.
Right above it, 44, Dandelion Dynasty by Ken Liu.
That's surprising. That's so low.
I would have thought that was higher maybe too. It's moved up 40 spaces since last year.
Wow. Okay, it's moving up then.
Yeah. Right above it, Project Hail Mary, Andy Weir.
That's okay. Straight up sci-fi, but all right.
Yeah. Now here's another interesting one. Number 40, tied with two other books. Hyperion Cantos by Dan Simmons.
I mean, look, I'm not going to dispute how great Hyperion Cantos is.
Would you call it fantasy?
No, I wouldn't. But, I mean, you know, it can be on any list it wants to be, as far as I'm concerned.
Tied with The Dark Tower by Stephen King.
Sure, I could see that. And that's at 40?
That's at 40, yeah. Also tied at number 40 is The Scholomance by Naomi Novik. That one I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I've not read that. I've read some of the Temeraire books, but not that one. But I've read some Naomi Novik.
At number 36, we have a book that I believe you and I are picking up this month, or at least a series we're starting this month, Solar Cycle by Gene Wolfe.
Book of the New Sun. Yes, absolutely.
Sun. Starting with Shadow of the Torturer.
We will read that this month. Shadow of the Torturer is happening this month, so we'll have I can't wait for that. That's going to be so fun.
Tied with The Witcher, tied with His Dark Materials.
I would have thought The Witcher would be higher too.
Right above it at 35 is Cosmere by Brandon Sanderson.
Oh, like the whole
Cosmere, I guess.
At 35, I would think that could be a bit higher, but okay.
Yeah, it's also marked as new, which seems odd.
Yeah, but okay. Well, maybe they hadn't voted the whole Cosmere together, which is interesting because the further we get into the Cosmere, the more it becomes one big thing.
Oh, maybe that's why.
I think that could be it, yeah.
Maybe when you wrap up Sunlit Man, you'll maybe understand why that one's an entry on there.
Could be, yeah.
Interesting. Let's see. What else we got here? Number 34, Second Apocalypse by R. Scott Bakker.
Oh, I got to get to that one. I've got... People are rightfully pushing me to get into that because I think it's going to be amazing.
Number 28, we have Dresden Files by Jim Butcher.
Totally caught up there.
I'm just scanning through here ones that I think you would
just
recognize.
see the if any other big ones jump out.
27, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, Susanna Clark.
It's a great one.
25, The Expanse, James S. I. Corey.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. 24, Sun Eater by Christopher Rocchio.
Yeah, that's kind of where we started. Yeah.
Yeah. Right above that is The Broken Earth by N.K. Jemisin at 23.
I like the Broken Earth trilogy a lot, quite a bit.
22 is The Wandering Inn.
More indie love. I haven't done that.
Moving up 79 spaces compared to last year.
Wow, that's quite the jump.
Well done. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Pirate Abba?
Pirate Abba. Mm-hmm.
Pirate Abba. Okay. Number 21 is The Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells.
I have tried that. No, I just not my bag.
I don't think it was your jam. It was a little more melodrama than I think you were.
Wasn't my jam.
Yeah. But that gets us caught up. That's number 21. So after that is number 20.
Wow, what? You know what? Fair play to Reddit. What a list, man. Fair play to everyone that voted. That was amazing.
I wonder if I can scroll all the way to the bottom here and get like a sum of everybody that voted.
Oh yeah, how many votes there were total?
Yeah.
Wow, that was awesome. And I have one within the next couple months. I will squeeze in and break my TBR if need be for Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee. It will happen.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, gonna have to do it. I'm shocked I just got away with doing one. That's pretty amazing to me.
But it's one that you've been looking forward to do for a while, so it doesn't...
Come on. I'm a big winner.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way I can lose.
Boo-hoo to you. You get to pick up your beautiful Broken Binding editions and start the Greenbone Saga.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for going through all that. I really had fun. Had a fun time. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Hey, what did you guys think? I think that was a great time. I had a fun time. Let us know. Was your favorite on the top 10? Was your favorite left out of the top 10? Have you read Greenbone Saga? Am I going to love Greenbone Saga? Hit us up with comments. We absolutely love comments. The whole reason we started this channel was to talk books with people that love books, love the kind of books that we love. And while you're down there leaving a comment, we're going to answer it as quickly as we possibly can right away, so we can talk back and forth. Hit that thumbs up button. You might not think it does much, but actually it gets out there. It helps us meet new people. It brings new people in, and every new person that comes in, it was like that audience we were talking about earlier. You know, the last step of the creative endeavor is the audience. One of the most powerful steps of creating something is us, is the audience, is the fan. And every fan, every reader, every new perspective, every fresh soul we bring in to get their take on how these stories go, or their take on what their favorite is, it just makes us all a little bit richer and a little bit stronger and a little bit more amazing. So hit that thumbs up button. That helps us get out farther and meet new people. And if this is your first time, you just kind of popped in here to see what we thought of the Reddit list and you hadn't been around before, hit that subscription button, because I got to tell you, the group we have here is just, it's second to none. It is so much fun. It is absolutely amazing. We all hang out on Discord and other places, and you hit that subscription button and you come along, you join the party, you find your people, and you hang out with them. It's just going to give you a little bit of a tingle. It's just a scientific fact. We've got the scientific paper to prove it. So
we do indeed.
We know it's a fact. So wow, that is it for us. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I look forward to hearing what all your favorites are down there in the comments. I can't wait. And we will see you next time. Unless you got something else real quick.
I do not. We will see you next time. Do I get to say it? On Talking Story.
Man, that would have been so impactful if your microphone wasn't acting up and you sound somewhat like Alvin the Chipmunk.
It sounds fine to me. No one hears it but you.